If you guys have a Corvette C6 and you wanted to replace that HID bulb and that really crappy headlight housing, there is so many more options on the market today than ever before. Like these four offered from Morimoto Lighting. I've been around the block for many years upgrading the headlights from Corvette C6s to what you see right here, which is the first generation of Morimoto XB headlights. There's a whole bunch on the market now that are available, so I just wanted to bring them all together, put them on the table, and show you all the features, the functions, and show you just how they stack up. This is generation 1. This one right here is the generation 2. Obviously, it's more reminiscent of the C8. Generation 1 was more reminiscent of the C7. And then you got these ones that were just launched. This is the Morimoto XB EVO Hybrid and the Morimoto XB EVO. Both of these have a lot more features, they're a lot different, they're built from the ground up, and I'm gonna compare them now. Over 6 years ago, when I didn't have gray in my beard and I was on that side of the camera, we were installing this in a Corvette, and it changed the game. This is so popular for us still on Headlight Revolution. We sell a ton of them. It's actually arguably more popular than the C8 style. This is obviously to replicate the C7 style on your C6. So when this came out, everybody wanted it. Everybody wanted the latest and greatest to look just like that. Obviously the car looks a lot different and arguably probably better than the C7 now, but that's for a different video. This is what it does. This is your daytime running light, and right now we're in DRL mode, which is the brightest mode. A lot of you guys already watched this video and you already have it on your vehicle. You know what it does. When it dims down, this would be your parking light mode. And then you've got this right here, which is your turn signal, and it's a sequential. It looks like this. It doesn't utilize the daytime running light. Let me shut that off really quick. You plug this in on the back side, and then you hit turn signal. There's a standard option. So you could choose between a standard or a sequential turn signal, but other than that, that's about what it does. As you can see here, this is a bi-LED projector, which means that it does both low beam and high beam. It was very bright. It still is very bright. And I'm gonna compare all of these and show you the outputs in just a little bit. Fast forward a few strange years, past COVID, about 2 years ago, this came out. You've got the C8 style Corvette headlight for the C6 from Morimoto. Now Morimoto still offers these. They're still for sale on our website, and I don't think they're gonna discontinue either one of these two headlights anytime soon. So this is what it looks like, and as you can see, it's not just white. It's got an amber DRL or a white DRL, and you can choose between those two with some of these keys. About 2 years ago, we introduced this, which was all of these mode selectors. There's 4 of them, so you can decide, do you want an amber DRL or a white DRL? They also change how the turn signal functions. As you can see here, we've got that scrolling effect. This is the sequential feature, and then you can also change that plug like I was saying, and you'll have a standard off-on, but it's like a standard that fades off. It's not so much an on-off like the C7 style you just saw. Now this is a true daytime running light, so when you turn on your headlights, that DRL is going to dim down. It does noticeably look a little bit brighter than the other headlight over there, and that's because they put a lot of engineering into this. This is still a bi-LED projector, which means this projector does both low beam and high beam. And it does look like it's planted a little bit better inside of this headlight housing. When you get up in here and you turn everything off, it looks like it was more purposely built, whereas that one is a little bit bigger. The C7 style definitely has a bigger looking projector inside. If you like that, maybe you still like that style. Personally, I think this one looks a little bit better. It looks a little bit more OEM plus. Fast forward to the present day, where manufacturers like Morimoto take every bit of technology and cram it into one headlight. Now Morimoto did this headlight here, which is the Morimoto XB EVO Hybrid. It's the entry level to the new lineup of headlights, and they did a very good job because they built it from the ground up. What I mean by that is that even looking right now, the daytime running light, they use intelligent optics, which essentially means that you are able to stand here or up here or over there, and it's gonna look consistently bright on the daytime running light, whereas on the other two headlights I just showed you, if you're at a different angle, it might not quite be as bright as what it appears on this Morimoto XB EVO Hybrid. Now the hybrid version, again, is the entry level, where it only has white. So you can't actually switch between a white or an amber daytime running light. If you do hit the turn signals in the XB EVO Hybrid, it's going to still switch back to amber, and this is a slow fade off effect. It's a little bit different than that instant on, instant off, but it's still pretty cool. And it's got these really cool rays of light on the inside of the headlight housing when you dive in closer. It's a piano black color when you turn everything off. The Nichia chips that they chose to use in these Bi-LED projectors are much different than what you just saw. There was Bi-LED projectors in there where they do both low beam and high beam, whereas both of these do low beam and high beam, but there's two in there now. It is so bright, it is so wide, but nothing in comparison to what they've made now. After all of that, this is Morimoto's most advanced headlight created today. As you can see here, it's got a startup feature, which that other XB EVO hybrid headlight did not have. As you can see, it chases itself. It's nothing for performance, it's simply for looks and style, and yes, it does look good. The internals of the XB EVO are this titanium shroud around and everything else is piano black, so it's a little bit different. You can definitely tell when it's off which one is the XB EVO hybrid and which one is the XB EVO. I know that there's a lot of split opinions out there, and I know that there's gonna be some of you that are saying C7 style looks a lot better than those new headlights or vice versa. And that's the power of being able to literally make a headlight for every single person out there. We've got 4 different options for you to choose from. It's really up to you. We want the Corvette to be unique. They did a good job at keeping it unique by having these keys, so you can then change the daytime running light from amber to white on the fly. It's pretty easy with these keys. You just unplug the key on the backside, put this one in, and now you've got a white daytime running light. You can get that turn signal that has that fade off effect, or the sequential turn signal, which obviously all of us car guys like more than that fade off effect. A couple other things this headlight has that's a little bit different. Yes, it's got 2 Bi-LED projectors inside of it. However, they also have this thing that's called side shooters, and I haven't seen this on very many headlights from Morimoto yet. The side shooters are essentially adding additional light on the sides of the output, and it looks so much different. Now, this is the part of the video that gets ultra nerdy, but a lot of you like this. So what we're gonna do is actually the multi-point testing system, and that's gonna give us a benchmark for each one of these headlights. We're gonna give a number for width, for low beam and high beam. And for the nerds in the back, we posted how we actually got those numbers in the description below. The outputs you're going to see are from 2 headlights. We installed them on this vehicle, did our best to align them, but we actually had this tested by a third party off of 1 headlight. The headlight was the driver's side headlight, so that way we can have a good solid benchmark for all of the numbers. This is what your stock housings look like. So low beam right now is that HID bulb, like I said, and straight away it looks pretty good until you get to the nerdy numbers. The issue with this headlight, I believe, is that the reflector bowl is actually burnt up from this HID bulb, and the HID bulb is probably not performing at its peak. HID bulbs lose brightness over time, and if this was a new bulb, we might have seen a little higher output numbers. The really bad light output score has a lot to do with the shape of the headlight housing, the placement of the lens, and so on and so forth. I say all that so you don't hate me when I show you that this score only gave low beam a 0.7 and high beam we got a 0.5 with a width score of 2.0. The overall rating is 0.2. Now I got the Morimoto XB Generation 1 headlight installed, arguably more popular than the C8 style or that Gen 2 style. And this is something that I found really interesting. On low beam, it got a 3.9 distance zone score. And on high beam, I got a 4.1 and a width score of 2.0. So your overall rating for this headlight is a 3.8. That's very good. Oddly enough, I then installed the Morimoto XB Generation 2 headlight, again the C8 style headlight, and on low beam I only got a 2 for the distance zone score, and on high beam I got a 1.8 with a width score of 2.5. The overall rating was a 1.8, which is extremely interesting considering this headlight came out a few years after Generation 1. A lot of it, again, is the placement of the projector and the style of the headlight itself. There is some seriously strong illumination coming out of this headlight housing. However, I think the biggest issue here is that it's got some severe excessive foreground. If you didn't know, the foreground illumination, if it's too bright, it's actually just gonna blind you. It's gonna keep you from seeing a good low beam and high beam output. Fast forward a few years, and you get this headlight from Morimoto, the all-new Morimoto XB EVO Hybrid headlight. On low beam, we got a 4.3, and on high beam, we got a 4.4 with a width score of 7.3. Obviously, this is the best width score that we've seen so far, and the overall rating is a 5. Now, I wanted to just marinate on this for a second because, like I'm saying in this entire video, the styling of this headlight housing is really hindering you from having a good beam pattern. Yes, Morimoto perfected their cutoff line, so it looks like this. And yes, Morimoto has designed this headlight from the ground up, but it's only getting a 5. And remember, this rating, this multi-point testing system, is a 1 out of 10. This is the top dog, most expensive, best headlight Morimoto's ever came out with for the C6. And as you can see here, we've got a distance zone score of 4.6, a 4.8 for your high beam, and an amazing 10.5 for your width. And that's because of those side shooters on this headlight. That's gonna bring your overall rating to 5.9. Again, this is the best headlight that we've tested out of every single one of these headlights, and it comes out as a 5.9. The fact of the matter is, these headlights are really hard to create the greatest and best beam pattern because of the angle at which the headlight lens sits. It's also the angle of the projectors. So after all of that, are you still gonna go with Gen 1 or Gen 2, or are you going to upgrade to the Morimoto XB EVO lineup? All of this is really up to you because they're all still available on headlightrevolution.com. And of course, we've tested the fog lights, we've tested interior lights, reverse lights, license plate lights, and so much more. Go check them out at headlightrevolution.com.